If boxing had a cheat code, his name would be Jaron Boots Ennis. In an era when the welterweight division seemed locked in legacy shadows, Crawford, Spence, Pacquiao, Ennis didn't just arrive. He stormed in, switch hitting with venom, dropping jaws and breaking records. At just 28 years old, he's already a unified world champion with the IBF, WBA, Super, and the Ring Magazine welterweight belts strapped around his waist, all captured in a dazzling reign of violence and precision. Known for his ferocious ring, IQ, and dazzling ability to fight both orthodox and southpaw, Boots is now the face of the welterweight division. With an undefeated record, highlight reel knockouts, and the aura of a phenom, Ennis has transformed from Philly's best-kept secret to a global force. As of now, his net worth is estimated at $5 million, a sum built through PPV purses, championship bonuses, brand partnerships, and merchandise from his Team Ennis line. But for Boots, this is just the beginning. Early life. Born into boxing, Jaron Ennis was born on June 26, 1997, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, a city that breathes boxing through its streets. He was literally born into the fight game, the youngest of 3 brothers in a home where boxing was the family language. His father, Derek Bozy Ennis, was a former pro fighter turned legendary trainer who ran a gym affectionately called Bozy's Dungeon. It was here, under the flickering lights and sounds of speed bags, that Jaron grew up. As a toddler, he'd run around the gym in big boots, earning the nickname Boots while his older brothers trained. Brothers in the ring. His siblings, Derek Pooh, Ennis and Farah Ennis, both competed professionally but never reached elite level. Still, they were crucial to Jaron's development. He learned from their trials, their setbacks, and their victories, absorbing every detail while sharpening his own feral instincts. School of the streets and gym. Ennis didn't pursue a traditional academic path. Instead, his schooling was done in the gym. Though he completed standard education through high school in Philadelphia, his true classroom was in Bozy's Dungeon. He trained from the time he could stand, sparring by age 12 and dominating amateurs by 14. He built a 58-3 amateur record, became a 3-time National Golden Gloves medalist, and won the 2015 USA Youth National Championship, all before turning pro at just 18. Personal life. The private warrior. Despite his fame, Jaron Ennis lives far from the Hollywood spotlight. As of 2025, he has never confirmed being married, and there's no public record of children. Some blogs speculate about a low-profile relationship, but Boots doesn't speak on his personal affairs, preferring to let his fists do the talking. Spiritual roots and focus. Ennis has kept his religious beliefs private, but his calm, grounded demeanor and disciplined lifestyle suggest a strong spiritual and family foundation. He doesn't drink, party, or drift into distractions. His Instagram is filled with training clips, fight announcements, and Team Ennis pride, not glitz. Beyond the ring. Outside boxing, Ennis helps run the family gym and brand, Team Ennis, selling apparel and gloves. While he hasn't launched major businesses yet, insiders hint that he's eyeing youth mentorship programs and a boxing management firm in the future. But for now, he's laser-focused on one thing: legacy. Professional career. Early career. Silent killer. Jaron turned pro on April 30th, 2016, with a first-round KO of Corey Muldrew. Over the next few years, he racked up an undefeated streak, mostly fighting under the radar on smaller cards. But those in the know, they saw it. A predator was forming. By 2018, Ennis had a 20-0 record with nearly all wins by KO. His speed, accuracy, and switch hitting baffled opponents, and earned him comparisons to Terrence Crawford and Roy Jones Jr. Stepping up. In 2020, he began facing better opponents like Bakhyar Ayabov and Juan Carlos Abreu, obliterating them with surgical aggression. But it was in 2021 that his career skyrocketed. April 2021, Ennis dismantled former IBF champ Sergey Lipinets, knocking him out in round 6. Critics who claimed he hadn't fought real competition fell silent. October 2021, knocked out Thomas Delorme in 1 minute. The world started watching. Title path and interim glory. In May 2022, Ennis crushed Custio Clayton in 2 rounds, earning a mandatory title spot. In January 2023, he fought Karen Chikadzean for the IBF interim welterweight title, dominating all 12 rounds. Later that year, after Terence Crawford declined to defend the IBF title, the belt was vacated and Ennis was elevated to full champion. Defenses and the big unification. July 2024, stopped David Avanesian in 5 rounds in Philly. November 2024, defeated Chikadzean again in a title defense. April 12, 2025, the big moment. He faced WBA champion Imantas Stanionis in a high-stakes unification bout. Ennis put on a masterclass. He dropped Stanionis with a sweeping hook, outboxed him in every round, and forced a corner stoppage in round 6. That night, he became a unified IBF and WBA welterweight champion and earned the ring title, crowning him as the true king of the division. House tour and car collection. Jaron Ennis keeps his private life extremely low-key. He hasn't flaunted mansions, designer wardrobes, or fleets of luxury cars on social media. There's no public house tour, no garage showcase. However, it's believed that Ennis resides in the suburbs outside Philadelphia, close to his father's gym. Reports from local sources suggest he drives a modest Dodge Charger and possibly a custom Jeep Trackhawk, but he avoids the typical trappings of fame. He doesn't flaunt wealth. He lives to train. There is no college career in Jaron Ennis' story. By age 18, he was already a professional with world-class sparring experience and amateur credentials most fighters would envy. If anything, his college was the gym. His degree? Master of the Sweet Science. As of today, Jaron Boots Ennis is very much alive, undefeated, and sitting at the top of the boxing world. There is no cause of death to report. Only rumors of future mega fights and possibly a move up to 154 pounds. In fact, some sources suggest he may headline a Las Vegas pay-per-view in late 2025, potentially against rising star Virgil Ortiz Jr. or even a returning Errol Spence. Jaron Boots Ennis isn't just undefeated, he's untouchable. In a sport where hype burns out faster than a flashbulb, Ennis has proven he's substance over flash, skill over talk, and dominance over drama. 35 wins, 34 knockouts, 0 losses, unified champion, and still rising. He's the future of boxing, forged in Philly, raised by warriors, and driven by greatness. And if you think he's peaked, think again. Boots Ennis is just getting started.